What's up, everybody? It is Alex, the Boogeyman here from Title Boxing Club, Rochester, New York. It's time for your focus point of the week. Now, in previous weeks, we've done some tricky stuff. We did footwork last week. We did head movement the week before. We did feints the week before that. Man, that is advanced level stuff. Hopefully this week, Jessica, one of our wonderful members, very good boxer, is going to give us something that's not too tricky on the old brain. Jessica, what is it?
Hey Alex, how do you work on your triceps and how do you incorporate them when you're punching?
Ah, perfect. I love that. I love that. Boxing is definitely great for those triceps. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about ways to make them stronger. We're going to talk about so much in just a second. All right, so first of all, boxing is a great way to tone up those triceps, to build some definition in there and tone up. And the good news is too, that the more properly you throw punches, the more you're actually going to hit that area. Now, when we throw punches, we don't initiate movements with the triceps. We don't throw punches like this, tricep punches, because they don't really hurt that much. We want to throw full body punches. And the triceps, though, will get work when they absorb the punch. So, for instance, if I'm going to throw my cross at the bag, once I throw that cross and rotate, that's when the tricep is going to get hit. I'm not initiating the movement, but it's absorbing the weight and power of the punch. Now, an example, again, using that cross, if our cross is way out here, we're not going to get as much power on it, so we're not going to absorb as much resistance, I guess. There's the word, resistance. So to keep that resistance maximum, you want to keep the elbows in and you want to rotate. You want to rotate that hand, get that shoulder up to the cheek. Same thing on the jab. You don't have to rotate as much, but get that shoulder up to the cheek. That'll keep a nice straight line, so you'll absorb more resistance on those triceps as well as other muscles in the arm. Same as throwing the hook, right? If we're throwing a hook and we bring our elbow out here, right? The elbow behind the punch, instead of it just being down here, you're going to absorb more. You're going to get more power going to those triceps. And again, those arms, those shoulders, everything really, your core, everything gets work better when you throw that proper punch. That's why I say it all the time. Technique is everything, right? Except it's not the end of the video. So I'm going to talk about some exercises you can do besides boxing that will also tone up those areas. All right, so the push-up is one of the best single exercises you can do. Obviously, it's going to work a lot of things, your chest, your shoulders, your core, but it's also going to hit those triceps. Now, if you want to make it even better, bring your hands in more narrow. I'll swing around. So my hands are wide out here. I'm still hitting them, but if I bring them together, oh baby, I'm hitting them a lot. Or you could do the diamond style. Oh, even better. Works, you'll feel it in the back of those arms. That's one thing you could do. You could also do some stuff with weights. We'll talk about that next. All right, so we can use weights as well, of course. And one thing I think people do a lot is they'll do things specifically to target the triceps when really doing regular presses, overhead presses, chest presses, incline presses are gonna hit them just fine. You don't need to take the extra time. Especially too, you'll see a lot of these, you'll see the tricep dips. I don't love those myself, especially the dips. I think they can hurt your shoulders. But something I do like, if you wanna just target those, you'll definitely feel it after a while, is you'll do, like for instance, a lateral raise. You'll bring your hands together, you'll go out, you'll go in, you can bring them down, do it again, lateral raise here, or you could bring them down, front raise, bring them out laterally. You don't need a lot of weight for those. You'll start to feel it in the triceps, so that's a good one I like. Also too, you probably don't even want to use 5-pound dumbbells to shadow box, but how about 2 pounds, right? Not only will this help build those tris a little bit, but it's going to help your hand speed in boxing. So just holding light weights, again, 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 max, because once you get too much higher, you start to mess up your form and do weird things. So you can shadow box in combinations with the light dumbbells is another one. And of course, another thing I like too is the medicine ball. I'm gonna go grab one. All right, guys, so medicine ball is a great training tool for boxing. Those explosive movements with a little bit of resistance will help your boxing. And just about anything you can do with this medicine ball, you're gonna feel it in the tris. One thing I like to do is just throwing it against the wall nice and hard. You can do it like a chest pass, like in basketball. Explode out, catch it. You're gonna feel it when you throw, you're gonna feel it when you catch. You can also do single hands, like I'm throwing a cross in boxing, or I'm throwing a jab, or I can even stand, throw hooks, all that stuff. You're gonna feel it in the biceps and triceps. Another one too, if you just want a quick burn, is jump out, twist. I know it looks like an exercise video, but you do this with even like a 6-pound weight. Oh, you're gonna feel that. It's gonna burn real quick. So there you go. We got some ones you can do without equipment, ones you can do in the club, ones you can do with medicine ball, ones you can do with small weights. All that stuff is going to lead to a better tricep. But the most important thing, like I said, is that technique. Keeping your good technique, getting skeletal alignment behind your punches for maximum impact. Not leaving your hand out there though, you got to whip it back quickly, but that's going to help too. So make sure you work on that if you want to tone up those tries, and everybody does pretty much. Another thing too, some people talk about spot treating things. In terms of weight, in terms of extra skin, it's mostly going to be diet. You're not going to be able to spot treat. You will be able to build bigger muscles here, but if you've got excess skin, that's probably going to have to come through diet. Ask me more questions about this. I've always got more to say because technique is everything.